This is the new game from the Game Kitchen, the acclaimed creators of Blasphemous, so you know that expectations were high. This is my review of Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and after about 10 hours with it, I can tell you what kind of hard it is and if it's the right kind of challenge for you. So let's get into it. The game is hard, but it is not old school hard. It has a modern checkpoint system and there are no 3 lives or continues. Now the platforming is pretty much perfect in every single way. It's fast and fluid. It just feels good to run, jump, wall climb, and even when you're swinging your sword, it feels great. Now the other major component of Ragebound is that you have 2 characters, Kenji and Komori. Kenji is a member of the Hayabusa clan and Komori is part of the Spider Ninja clan. Both characters control the same, but their attacks are completely different. Kenji is up close and personal with a sword, making him a bit more difficult to play with because you can get hit a lot easier. Komori on the other hand has long range projectiles, and for the normal enemies, she is extremely easy to take them out without any risk. Bosses can be a bit of a different story though with her. But this is where things get interesting with the game mechanics. They don't stay separate for long. They have to combine after being tricked pretty early on in the game, giving you the benefit of both characters at once. This allows Kenji to be able to throw weapons, and together they can unleash a big rage move which can deal some major damage to enemies and bosses. So it's very useful to save up for those boss battles. For the bosses, you have to get good at timing that jump button, because the game has that mechanic where you have to use it to bounce off an enemy or a projectile to not get hit by it. It works, but when you already had a basically perfect game without that mechanic, it wasn't needed. A normal double jump would have been better in my opinion. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, it works great, I just prefer games without this. As far as the art style goes, it looks amazing. It's some of the best pixel art backgrounds I have seen since Shovel Knight. The worlds are highly detailed, jumping from branch to branch in a Japanese forest to underground caves filled with pirate ships, and even cities, mountains, and military bases. The game even has 2 vehicle levels. One is on a dirt bike and the other on a jet ski, and they are both just old school fun. The soundtrack is perfect. It hits hard and it keeps the energy up the entire time. And as far as performance goes, I played it on the Series X and I didn't have any frame drops. The only thing I did notice as a potential problem that you might want to watch for is that in one of the late stages, I did get a stutter or what felt like a loading hitch. If you're wondering how long the game is, there are over 20 levels, including the secret ones. Every level has a set of challenges and items to find, like scrolls that grant you extra moves, golden scarabs, and crystal skulls. It took me about 10 hours for my first playthrough. And if the punishment of normal mode isn't enough for you, it has a hard mode that you can unlock. One thing to know though, that this game doesn't have an upgrade path. It is not a Metroidvania. The only boost you can get is from the Muramasa shop, where you can trade the golden scarabs for helpful talismans and secret arts. What's nice though is that you aren't locked out of previous stages, so you can always go back and try to collect any scarabs that you might have missed. So what's the final verdict on Ninja Gaiden Ragebound? It's a great, challenging, and gorgeous action platformer. While I have my personal critique of the jump deflect system, I can't deny how polished the overall package is. With over 20 levels, a high energy soundtrack, and some truly beautiful pixel art, there is a ton of value here. So while it is a very different game from Blasphemous, the Game Kitchen has proven once again that they are masters of this style of action. Anyways, thanks for watching. Would you kindly leave a like and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.